Yo, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel, man. It's your boy, and as you can see, we have the 413 patch notes for Global Grand Cross, which is going to be the Merlin update that everyone, I'm sure, has been waiting for. I say that sarcastically because a lot of you guys are telling me you're going to be skipping Merlin because you're out of gems. You couldn't summon for her if you wanted to. Well, you can, but there's no guarantee that you'll get her. So let's talk about what's coming in this update. So first and foremost, we have new story missions, which is really good because that means more free gems. We need that. Unfortunately, we're not getting a new tower, which would be more free gems. They're holding out on the tower because they want to bring in the new updated harder version that JP just got, which I think is stupid. They should have brought in the tower that we are missing before they do that, but hopefully there's some new ways to get some gems to make up for the gems that we're missing for not getting that tower. Hopefully once we catch up to JP and we're on the same level as them, we never go back to having months or weeks where there is no tower active, because JP has never had a week when there wasn't a tower, right? So like hopefully once we catch up, that can stop happening, because over the length of Global's lifespan, there's been multiple weeks after the release of Tower of Trials where there were no towers. So we have the 30 million download celebration festival draw for Merlin, which I'm going to talk about her in depth because she is a very good character. Regardless of what people are going to tell you, Merlin is very good, right? However, her banner on JP was very bad. It seems as though this happened way too close to when the boycott for Assault Meliodas happened for me to think anything otherwise. So in case you don't know, right, people were very upset with the pacing of Global, the fact that JP was always getting good banners and Global was always getting nerfed banners. And then as soon as the players on Global revolted, they said, listen, if you release Assault Mode Meliodas, we're not gonna summon. They bombed the reviews for Global, and because of that, Assault Mode Meliodas was pushed back. It messed up Global's plans of linking the game on the 1-year anniversary. And then right after that, Festival Merlin released, and then for the first time ever, we saw that, listen, festival units can come back and then they cannot come back. Like for example, when Assault Mode Meliodas released, he releases a brand new type of festival unit, a Holy War Festival. Okay, but when the 1 Escanor released, he was just a regular festival, just like Lost Vein Meliodas, Festival King, and Goddess Elizabeth. Those banners had all of the previous festival units on there. So when Assault Mode Meliodas came out and he was a different banner and he didn't have the one on there, people didn't really complain about that too much. But this kind of rubs me the wrong way. I don't know about you guys. Like Lost Vein Meliodas released, then Goddess Liz released, and on the banner for Goddess Elizabeth, Lost Vein was there, right? And when Festival King got released, on the banner for Festival King, Goddess Liz and Lost Vein was there. And then when the 1 released, Lost Vein, Goddess Liz, and Festival King were there. So the fact that they've started to nerf regular festival banners, because this is not a Holy War Festival banner, right? This is just a regular festival banner, and they started to nerf these banners right after the boycott happened on Global. I feel like the Global devs just reached out to JP and be like, yo, you guys are giving too many good banners on your version of the game, and it's making it so that we're making less money, right? So when they do this, they can make it so that, hey, the next festival, they're probably going to take out Merlin out of it, or take out, I don't know, maybe Goddess Liz out of it and put back Escanor, so that basically if you skip multiple festivals in a row and then you wait maybe every 3 festival units, then you summon and try to get all of them at once, it doesn't happen for you, right? Because a lot of people, they basically skipped over Goddess Liz and then skipped over King, and then when he came to the 1 Escanor, they summoned hard for the 1 Escanor, they got King, they got Liz, they got their Lost Vein, right? So they basically got like a 4-in-1 kind of thing. And I guess because of that, stuff like this is gonna start happening, right? where they're gonna nerf these festival banners, and the rates kind of trash, not gonna lie. They put freaking Denzel on here. Sariel is good, but like realistically, this is a big shaft, right? So people are hoping that this is not gonna be the case when it comes to global. More than likely it's like this or worse. Come on, we're global, right? They're gonna milk us for as much money as they can. I'll tell you one thing, Merlin is a great unit. She's absolutely fantastic. Let nobody tell you different, okay? One thing that all these festival units have in common is they're all incredibly powerful in their own way. They can all wipe your team out. They can all kill you off. Goddess Liz will take a long time to do it, but she'll make sure that you suffer slowly, painfully, by stunning you, putting up a shield, healing herself, reflecting damage back in your face. All these festival units are very, very strong. People try to debate that Assault Mode Meliodas is good, but when you see him in PvP, you have to play his game and play around his unique. So if he wasn't good, you wouldn't have to do that. It's the same way with Escanor. You know that Escanor is gonna lifesteal a bunch. You know he's gonna hit you very hard, so you have to be careful of him. There's no such thing as a bad festival unit. Some are better than others, but there's no such thing as a bad one, okay? Even Festival King, he has his uses. Merlin, however, she's a very, very interesting unit. She's very, very powerful. This card right here, this mana card is very similar to Sariel's single target card, where she basically just one-shots your characters. Like just like how Sariel can just one-shot a green unit, Merlin can just one-shot a blue unit, Escanor included, right? And then she has this card right here, which is AoE Infect. And this is going to be a big part of the meta going forward, because one thing that makes Escanor very, very strong is, sure, he hits really hard, but his lifesteal is very, very good. So even if you reduce Escanor's HP to a very, very low level, he hits you. Not only is he doing an insane amount of damage to you, but he's also healing up. And then he has his influx card, which is flood card, which he deals more damage based upon how much HP he has remaining. So he hits you with the first card, life steals a bunch, and then hits you even harder with his bonk or his flood card. However, this infect from Merlin is going to make it so that people cannot life steal, they cannot heal, they cannot regen, they cannot recover, nothing. Okay, so you hit Escanor with a card, like a power strike card or this mana thing from Merlin or any character rather, and then you hit him with an infect right after, he's ultimately weaker. You basically just neuter him because he can't lifesteal no more. So his influx card, his flood card, his bonk is not gonna hit nearly as hard as it would if he was at full HP. So because of that, Merlin is gonna be a top tier unit that you see in PvP. Will she be meta? I don't know. Being meta really comes down to how many people summons. So like if only 20% of the people in the game summon, she's not going to be meta because only 20% of the time you will fight her. But if 90% of the players in the game summon for her, then she instantly become meta. Meta essentially means the team you fight the most. Just like how you fight glue eaters the most, that's the meta, right? So just keep that in mind. If a lot of people skip Merlin, she might not be meta. But if a lot of people do summon, she will be on every team because she does really good damage with her first card, and then she seals out your recovery with her second card. And let's not forget that her ultimate not only hits really, really hard, but it's also a Liz shield. So everything that you know and love and also hate when you have to fight against it about Elizabeth's shield, Merlin has on her ultimate. However, it's even stronger because it's based on the damage you deal. So whereas your attack can only be so high, your damage can also only be so high, but it's going to be way higher than your attack, right? And this is a shield that she's going to put up on everybody. So you can't crit on this shield, right? It's a really good ultimate. It's a really, really good ultimate. It does good damage. It can one shot. It can wipe, and it also gives you defense. It's crazy. And then honestly, one of the best things about Merlin is her passive. The first part of her passive is really good. It says during the enemy's turn, each enemy's skill cannot deal more than 40% of Merlin's max HP. What this means is you can never one-shot Merlin ever. No matter how strong your character is, you cannot kill her in one hit. It's not gonna happen. You're always going to need to attack her 3 times when she's at full HP, because the first attack will be capped at 40%, the second attack will be capped at another 40%, and then she'll have 20% of her HP left. So if you go first against Merlin and you attack her, the first attack, no matter how strong it is, will do 40%. So you would need 3 cards to kill her off. Your entire turn will need to be spent killing Merlin. That's really, really good, because one of the things that make Escanor as OP as he is because he can just one-shot you. If you fight a whale and then they go first and they just level 3 your Assault Meliodas or your Lost Vein Meliodas or whoever, they just die because they just take so much damage. That can never happen to Merlin. This passive alone makes her free-to-play friendly, in my opinion, even though this banner is coming at such a bad time. Multiple festival units back to back. The reason why I'm saying that is because if you're free to play, you're going to have low dupes, right? Lower CC than most whales, but at least you'll have the safety of knowing that you summon for a unit that will not get killed off before you can use her in most matches. So just keep that in mind. Anyways, the rest of her passive states increases attack related stats by 1% per 4% of max HP. So when she's at a 100% of her HP, she'll do 40% more damage. So once you go first, she's kind of a whale unit, but a free-to-play unit at the same time. If you go first, or your Merlin's at full HP, you do 40% more damage. The only bad thing about Merlin is you cannot use her with Green Gother, right? That's just... But 40% more attack-related stats is really, really nice. It is really nice. I have attack crit damage, HP defense, and an an attack defense for Merlin. And I might even make lifesteal UR gear for my Merlin as well. I'm gonna be trying out a bunch of different teams for Merlin, because I think she's gonna be one of the units I have the most fun playing with, because you never have to worry about her getting one-shotted. Like every other festival unit before Merlin has that problem. Escanor can be one-shotted by another Escanor. Lost Vein can be one-shotted by an Escanor. Assault Mode Meliodas can be one-shotted by an Escanor. Liz can be one-shotted. King can be one-shotted. Merlin cannot be one-shotted. So just keep that in mind. And then after Merlin releases, these guys are gonna come out. And this character right here, which you get for free, will buff your Merlin. So as you can see right here, increases unknown characters' basic stats by 20%. So your Gother will be 20% more powerful. Your Merlin will be 20% more powerful because they're both unknowns. So if you summon for Merlin, you're gonna get a free support unit, because on JP she was free, so Global should get it for free, or we riot, we burn this anyways, we burn this motherfucker down if they don't give her for free. That's all I'm saying. Anyways, so if you summon for Merlin, you will get her for free to go along with your Merlin. She's a really good sub unit. She has a stun and stuff, so just keep that in mind. However, here's the thing, Merlin is a core part of this game, so if you don't summon for Merlin now, she will come back, right? Maybe not on the next festival banner, but eventually she will come back. Maybe if not next month, the month after. These collab characters, we don't know if they will ever come back. So if you really like these collab characters, summon for them. Skip Merlin and summon for them. Get them, but just keep in mind that if you are free to play, you're going to be playing with these characters without cosmetics, because their cosmetics are always locked behind cash purchases, unless we see something like very unexpected and they make it so that you can buy their cosmetics for gems. Like honestly, I think they should, and I don't know why more people don't speak up on this, but this is like BS, right? I don't like the fact that they always lock the collab units behind cash purchases. I will speak more about them when the time comes for them, but I do think they should make it available for gems after like 1 week or something, because that's still a lot of gems. They all have like 3 cosmetics each. Even if you're free to play, it's gonna be impossible for you to buy cosmetics for all of them. You'd have to shell out some money, or you'd have to like skip multiple banners in preparation for them, which is hard to do when they're like I know I'm spending so much time on Merlin, but I do want to share my thoughts on her because a lot of people have been asking me if I'm gonna skip. I'll do one rotation. I'll get my 1/6 from the pity because you know that's how they treat me, right? And then I'll basically just wait until the next time she comes back to get dupes. Basically gonna go with the 1/6 approach. So really cool event here. If you ever messed up and made more UR gear for a character, you can now unengrave gear for a character at 0 cost. I wouldn't do that unless they were giving you the materials back because you could always use the gear. If they were making it so that you could make UR gear without needing UR stone, even if it was one set of gear, like 6 pieces, that would be sick. That would, but I wouldn't use this feature. I have used it in the past. I used it on one piece of gear a long time ago, right? Because I needed it for something, but I wouldn't use that. So in addition to that, we have a special boss that's coming specifically for this update. And then we have a ghost leg treasure hunt event and discounted costumes, which if you're free to play, this is the best time, boys. So we got some new costumes for Merlin, Lolly Merlin, because she's not going to share costumes with a regular grown-up Merlin, waifu Merlin, whatever you're into. Maybe Lolly Merlin is your thing, right? Anyways, moving on, they have let's see what else. So the popular costumes, these ones, the malevolent 1 and 2 and the dreamlike fantasy. Okay, so I don't know if these are gonna be for cash, but if they're for gems and they're on sale, that's big dubs. I doubt it, but like all the costumes in the store, I guess with the exception of these ones, will be on sale. So if you had a character that you like playing around with, now would be the best time to get costumes for them. So special hawk pass. Ooh, okay. I like this. I wonder, is this for Oslo and Hawk or just for regular Hawk for Elizabeth? Oh no, it's just, I think it might just be for regular like Hawk, the free one that they give us. Okay, so discount diamond bundle. I'm curious to see how much of a discount, especially considering these back-to-back festivals draining. And then we have a diamond shop event. Hopefully this is the thing that gives you a bunch of materials on anvils and stuff for spending gems. If that's the case, I'm always here for that. Some free, what do you call it, costume upgrade materials and some anvils and some hammers and stuff. I thought for a second that this was PvP rules. Thank God it's not. It's the knighthood schedule, which I don't care about that because it is not available to everyone yet. So increase the number of leagues from 10 to 12. 48 knighthoods can participate in knighthood battles. Rewards have been adjusted to the increase. The seeding rules, I don't really care about that. They need to open up this knighthood thing to everyone. Then I'll care about Guild Wars. So they fixed an issue with Escanor classes. Inability to claim the first reward from Tower of Disaster. Oh yeah, make sure you finish Tower. I'm gonna stream Tower tomorrow or later today because I haven't done it yet. I need to do that. Okay, relevant rewards that couldn't be claimed due to the issue will be given. Oh nice. So I don't even know if mine is bugged. I need to finish that up. Okay, so if you're still summoning for Baylenti, you can finish that up, or for Ask Melly. And then besides that, you just gotta finish the moments we all remember. Yeah, I gotta finish that up. I have a couple more that I need to clear up to get the rewards for, so make sure you guys do that. Besides that, oh, they're ending the 50% stamina thing. Ooh, the salvage event is ending. So if you have some gear sitting in your inventory, get rid of that ASAP. Crush that up, get some blue stones back. Besides that, the Gother bundle is leaving. The one that gives you Gother, Oslo, and Hawk, or Wedding Diane. If you haven't bought it yet, it's ending. The part 2 ticket thing is ending as well. I didn't buy it. If you bought it or you were going to buy it, it's ending, so just keep that in mind. But besides that, there's not really much else here. We have some cool events coming in, and we have Lolly Merlin to spice up PvP. If a lot of people summon, expect to see a shift in the meta. She's definitely going to be a big part, I'll tell you that. Till next time, boys, be safe. I'm gone.